Are we live properly? Just a second. Yeah, I think so. We are live. Let's just check. Having a check of 1, 2, and is our audio is audible? Okay. I think now audio is audible and we are good to go. Let's just check audio check. Check 1, 2, and yeah. So let's start our today's session, and we are going to begin. So what we are doing is today is beginning with a new. Just a second. Let me close all the things that we are opening. So we are having new questions today. So as today we are uh, starting with a new challenge, and previously we have completed a component of FAQ component and tab component yesterday, and now today we are starting with a new challenge, that is compared to tab. Until now every UI change happens because of the user click. So now we have a next level question that we are occur, and starting with this. So until now UI has been changed by the because of the user click. Now the component introduce a second kind of a event, which is user click or time expired. So today we are having the two type of conditions to challenge. In this challenge, let's try to figure this out, and today we will be try to complete this in next 40 minutes. Before 12 o'clock I will try to sum up, and let's increase our thinking capability and make it little optimize and fast efficient way, because giving to a simple questions to a 1 hour 1 to 2 hour, it's a actually a very slow purpose that we are doing. So we want to increase our efficiency, and so we can little bit optimize and fast little bit. So let's give a try. Okay, also having a timer. So if we have a timer, which will be help us. So let's make it. Do we have 40 minutes? Okay, let's start with a 30 minutes, so we can have a alert on a 30 minute. Okay, we have been started a timer, and timer begins. So what is a new challenge is, okay, user click, uh, new challenge. Okay, this is the next session challenge. Today's project is toast notification system. Yeah, that's an interesting question. This is a very real world component with and introduce the asynchronous behavior without becoming overwhelming. Okay. File uploaded, okay, after 3 seconds disappears automatically, or network error, multiple notifications shows a stack vertically. Okay, so requirement which is given by the question is for notifications. Let's copy this is our requirement. We have been given by the question. Build a component that renders notification dynamically. Okay, each notification has a close button. Okay. Mm, so suppose so this was the DOM manipulations thing. So let's be come here and start. So we have to create a notification which is like this. So it has a cross button also. Let's create a cross button. So it should have like this cross button. Uh, Clicking close removes the notifications. Okay. What it does is clear on click, it should be removed. Okay, notification disappears after 3 seconds. If it will be click, or it has also have a option is automatic uh, remove uh, after 3 seconds. Okay, so it will be either this or either this. Okay, got it. Multiple notifications can exist simultaneously. Okay, which means we can have multiple notifications, which means this can be this, multiple notifications having a same thing. Use event delegations, keep state separated from the DOM. Do not render the entire notification list. Okay, we don't have to list all the together. Concept you will practice DOM, state, dynamic element creations, remove element, not 11, event delegations, state managing multiple active notifications, adding and removing state. Okay, async JavaScript, set timeout, coordinating timers with user action, preventing errors in a notification is manually closed before its timer. Okay, also we will going to see about the low level designing, which are main concern because we are focusing on system design. So yeah, that all we will be captured in during this creation. Okay, so naturally, you will naturally think about this method like render, attach event, show notification, remove notification. Okay, so we are also given some hints by the question. So new challenge is previously we are doing something like this when user is clicked. So the functionality is happening, but now we are going to do something like if a user clicks, it will be functioning other than it has a time expiry, which means automatically it will be work. So I think this is a perfect next step. Yeah, this is a perfect. Let's go. What else it has described? It builds directly on everything you have learned today and while introducing asynchronous UI behavior in a controller way. After mastering this, you will be ready component like model, autocomplete, and infinite scroll where the DOM, OOPS, and async logic start working together. Oh, that's a great thing. Let's start our today's question is it is about the toast notification system. Okay, so where we have a index and HTML. So here this is a just a second. So yeah, back to the question again. So what we have is notification given by and some of the hints from the question itself. We are having a low level designing is render. So we will having a functions which is first of all is a render, and other than this we have attach events. Let's copy this so we will be easy to guide us. Okay, okay, just a second. So let's start. We have a render functions. We have functions which is attach events. Okay, so created them aside from us. But functions, we are having a show notification. We have a function of remove notification. Okay, and also a start auto dismiss. So now we will be having to write the inner things. Okay, so just a second, and yeah, back again. So we have been done. Yeah. So let's think how it will be. So we have a brief about this thing. So first of all, we will starting with the first thing that is create a notifications. So this was I think so. Uh, yeah. This is a note single notifications we have, and okay, let's create a new one for I think so. Can I do this thing? Copy. copy and paste. Okay, so here we have okay, just a second. Yeah, I want this port of thing. So let's create a notification. So notifications will be like this. So we have to create a structure also. How we are going to do this? Let's something little bit think about it. We have a notifications as an array. Okay, in that we have two objects, ID, type, message. So we have to render first of all. First of all, we will try to create a main. In that main, we are going to perform. Okay, so let have const main equals to document dot query selector. In that, we are supposed to call main. Okay, so we have been rendering, right? So how we are supposed to render? Um, First of all, we have a notifications array. In that array, mm, 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 okay, let's think a little bit how it's going to work and how we are to perform this. Let's think a little bit. We have been given a challenge of a notification system that we have to practice it. Renders the notification dynamically. So we have to dynamically render. So first of all, let's create a noti, which is the body will be noti box. Noti box. We have a noti box. Document dot create element. So it will be help to create a element, which is a div. We haven't created this thing. Okay, this we are creating. Inside a div, we are having some data. Uh, let's have a data is profile updated. So we have a profile updated data inside this, which is a profile updated. Okay, so this is our data. Let's little bit small and yeah, we are seeing a data and a button. So what I need to do is let create a data and a button. So what I'm thinking is notify dot box. Let's create one more thing. Create a text text div. We have a text div. Here we are having document dot create element, which is about p tag, and let close btn equals to document dot create element, which is button. Okay, so we have a button. Now we are going to do is text div dot inner text equals to what should it have? Inner text. Inner text. It should be having. First of all, we have to think about how we are going to use the notifications, right? Here we have notifications. Let's carry those things first of all. We have a notifications array, and we are going to do notifications dot for each. Okay, just remove this for each. Okay, we have an element, right? And here what we are going to do is mm, we are going to perform this thing. Okay, first of all, we're just now creating a structure, and we will be performing the details inside it. And what we use element dot message is a element dot inner message, and close button is for close button dot inner text equals to it has a close. Can we have a emoji? Mm, yeah, it's better to have an emoji here. Close. Uh, WRNG. Uh, wrong. Incorrect. Incorrect. If you're having an incorrect or something, X. Yeah, X is the perfect thing. So we have a notifications which we can pause, and what I need to do is mm, of- instead of for each, because it has a two data, right? This is the first thing and this is the second, right? And we need to do is it's creating. So let's begin with the map only for now. So let ENS equals to map, and what it will be do is inner text and notif box dot append child. We will be having text div and notify box dot append child. We'll be going with the child is close button. Okay. And we will be return the notif box. I think so. Instead of returning the naughty box, mm, it will be better if we put uh, go with the for loop for each only for now. Okay, so let's don't return this, and what we will be do is main dot append. Okay, in that we will be going to, yeah. So this is a normal version we are thinking about it. Why it's not working? I don't know. Uh, could we run this? Okay, let's have, yeah, how your thinking is about. mm, Let's have a script dot js. Script dot js. Load script dot js. Document dot is not defined. Okay, it's okay. We don't want to use this thing. Let's have open with a live server for now. Okay, we have here. So now we are going to source. Now you are seeing this is the thing that we are trying to do here. But okay, let's have a style little bit so we can see the thing. Dot notify. So notify it has something data. It's a display flex and justify content space between space event a space around, so it will be fine. So what we are going to do is notify for notibox dot class name equals to it class name is notify, yeah, and it has a box of border 0.5 px, black or a gray solid. Okay. So bit about bits, it should be having 10 RAM. Okay, is greater 3 RAM, 3 RAM. Let's say 5 RAM. Okay, okay, it's 5 RAM is too small. Let's have 7 RAM. 10 rem is fine, I think so. Yeah, 10 rem is fine. Let's have an inspect. Is it having a 10 rem? Okay. So fine, we have a notifications, and currently we are just created a structure of a notifications. What is our requirement is a little bit different. The requirement is about renders the notification dynamically. Done. We have rendering the notifications. Each notification should has a close button. Yeah, we have a close button. So for now, we are not looking forward with the perfect UI. We are just having a base thing, create a structure. Click should close the remove close notification. So clicking close the remove notifications, that clicking close removes only that notifications. So when we click on this, so it should remove this particular notifications, not all. So let's have a try. So we have a attach event here. So what we are going to think is about the close notifications, and I think so it should have here. Mm, okay, let it do. So just we have to remove this notification, right? So how we are going to do is attach events. So let's create, okay, main dot event deletions, right? So how we're supposed to do is main dot document dot event add event listener, and here we are going with the callback. Before that, we needs to call this click event dot click, and this is the event. Okay, so we have to also understand we are going to active state, no, not here, active state. Here we want about click. This is the event list, right? And we have to click this thing notifications. So let's go to the console, and here we have to see what its data is coming from the close button. So let's think about little bit. We have rendered the notifications correctly, and now we have a job performed to is about close this notification. So main dot add event listener event dot click. So let's have an event delegation. Uh, event dot target dot closest. The closest, what should we have? Currently we didn't add a class, right? We have just a class notify. So let's have a notify. Closest is dot notify, and let's console first so we can see the data. Console.log, and we are going to see which element is coming from, right? And we are having a ID also, right? So let's use that ID. Here you can see the notification array is also having a ID, so we are try to use that ID also. So notify box dot add attribute attributes equals to uh, element dot ID. Okay, so first of all, like this thing we were trying to do, and end is the thing. So what we have done, we have just added the ID. You can see the notify class along with it should have a ID also. It's a okay, it's not about this dot attribute. Sorry, not ID. We have a direct ID, right? So what I've done is you can see ID. So we have been added the ID also. We will be using that. So that's it for this. And let's go on and inspect console.log. When we click on this, click, okay, click, it should one, it should two. So we got the notification as we want. So when I click on this, it should be closed, right? So it should be removed. So how we are going to need to do, let's just see. we have done is okay. Main add dot event listener. Click event. Okay, console dot log event dot target dot closest is notify. So let's have it. Let current notify equals to, we are having this current data. Okay, and let's go with the last and remove this also. So okay, so we have the data current notify, and what we are going to do is passing this show notification and remove notifications, right? So first we will be trying to with remove notifications. So we will be call the remove notifications and pass the current notify into that. We got the current, sorry, current lm. Let's have a current lm here. Current notify only. We have as a current notify. Let's console.log. First of all, check is it working fine or not. Okay, created. So line number 50. What is the line number 50? We are supposed to do is okay. The first is undefined. We are calling this. Okay. So when we call this, so okay, we are without okay. Attach events is calling. It should not show notification and start dismiss will not access it. Now we are supposed no issue, no logs. When we click on this, we got this from line number 50. Yeah. From here we are getting the current current notifications, and it should remove. Right. What is the question? Clicking the close, remove that notifications. So what we will do is current notify dot remove. Do we have? If we do this, okay, we got to remove, right? Yeah, we can remove this thing, and if we do it, it's a remove. Okay, so it's working fine. The second thing is notification disappears after 3 seconds. Okay, so after 3 seconds, which means we have to work on start auto dismiss. So these functions will be working on now. So current remove the okay. When it start, we have a what functions show notifications and start auto dismiss. So auto dismiss will be having the current notifications. Okay, so here we have to pass current notifications, and what it will be doing is uh, now it will be going to perform. Let's think about it. We have a set timeout in that we have to pass, and it's a 3 second after 3 second, right? So here we have to give 3000, and here we have to call after 3000 is remove notification, and in that we are passing this current notify. Okay, so what will we do, automatically start dismissing after the 3 second. Okay, so okay, that's I think so we have been done this. So auto dismiss should okay, yeah, how its auto dismiss will work and from where. Attach event is like this. So render notifications will be, I think, work on show notifications, not directly notifications will be accessible. What I'm thinking is we will be calling this thing attach, not attach events, show notifications. We have a single source overflow. Here we have to pass this thing, and I think so it will be called by here render notification. Okay, so it's like this. We have a render notifications here. We have been called. It will be, let's understand what is the thing. Notification automatically differ after the 3 seconds. Okay, so after that we need to call this here. The show notifications will have notifications from here. After that it should also have, it will be how we are going to add the start auto dismiss. Auto dismiss should have a current, right? When mm, mm, mm. How we are going to manage the auto dismiss? We have to do auto dismiss also, right? So it should have a current notifications data. And how we are going to do is we have to pass the current notify, but we didn't get a current to notify. If it will have, okay, either it should automatically fetch, right? Mm. Append the notification box, okay. So what we will try to do is, mm, let's understand how we are going to do. We are time ref, okay, 1 minute is only left, but we have also tried multiple notifications can exist simultaneously. Okay, use event delegations dot you keep state separated, okay, from the DOM. Do not render the entire notification list. We have specifically ordered that do not render the specific and do not render the entire notification list. You don't have to enter the notification list and one time. Removing event delegations, we have been completed this part. State managing multiple active notifications, adding and removing state. Async JavaScript set timeout, coordinating timers with the user actions. Coordinating timers with user actions, okay. Preventing errors if a notification is manually closed before its timer finishes. Okay, low level designing is like this. Okay, so we are just nearby of solutions. We have to figure this out. What are the things we are going to do? Let's think about this. Now we are going to start the auto dismiss and uh, how we are going to fix the auto dismiss and show notifications. Show notification is working fine. Just we have to perform with auto dismiss. How we are going to connect it? Mm. And we are not supposed to do this thing. Render all the we have specific informations. But we have some little time. Let's try. We have a 12 minutes exact, and we are trying to do this. So little bit, think little bit. Now we are going to do is requirement. Okay. Notification disappears automatically after 3 seconds. Multiple notifications can exist simultaneously. Okay. I think we have this object and this object, right? Uh, show notifications. We will render the notification. What I'm thinking is, first of all, we have to apply the three. This we have been applied. Multiple notifications can exist simultaneously. So after some seconds, I think so, it should be rendered. So instead of array, I think so it's just passing the first element and yeah, for that I'm thinking let's have just a notification here and we are not going to do this thing. We are having just notification dot id and notifications dot message. We are going to have this thing, right? That's how we are going to do is instead of doing all notifications, we will be do notifications dot for each because this is a array, right? Notification is a array, and we use uh, render notification render element. Render element will have this thing. But what we will do after a render element, we will be having a small function. So function weight equals to uh, it has a return set timeout of few seconds like this. Let's have a 500 second. Okay, so we'll have some weight here. Okay, so it's let's have a sync here. Sync a sync, and here we try to read. Okay, read here also. Let's have to 1000 seconds. What's our problem? Return timeout. Wait. Okay. Async function. Await. Here you do. Await set interval 2000. It's not like this. Sure, we want to pass a promise. Return this, which is having a resolve set time set timeout of, let's have 500 format and response. Oh, response, response. Okay. So line number 51 is the response. Resolve reject, and we just try to pass. This is not defined. Okay, it's fine. So okay, sorry. This is not a part of this thing. It is a part of this thing. Okay, let's just call the result. And when we refresh, right, so okay, resolve 500. Wait, I'm waiting the Java 5000. Uh, we would have first of all wait and then render 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 element after wait. Why it's coming from with 2? We should have a wait, right? Uh, element is 1 gone. Element waiting. First is waiting. Okay, yeah, it's like a little bit fast, but I think so. Element, when element is gone, the first element is and certainly not get. Okay, I want to just try the single element is yeah, no issue. it's fine. We unable to present the weight thing is here. Um, mm, is it about weight? Wait. First, we wait for 5 seconds. Okay, let's see. Right, console of log loading. Okay, so we have a loading first of all. Let's have a loading after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waiting and I don't it's okay, waiting. Another 2 time waiting is happened. Byte so line number 62. Okay, this is a waiting. Oh, first here, second after wait is here, and third this third and fourth is coming here. That's not the thing that we want, but no issue. Let's for now comment this, and we are not okay. So we got a render element here, which we don't want to the together thing. Show notifications. We'll have a notification rendering, and how we are going to. Okay, after the render only, we are supposed to remove the notifications. But how we are supposed to get the notifications? Mm, we have a notifications on an array, right? So it should call the okay. Notification has a two thing, right? Mm, Automatic dismiss. How it should do? Because a remove notification needs the current notification. How it's a remove is working here? Just we need the current notifications, which is about event delegations. Through event delegations, we are doing this thing. Click closest notify. We are getting the closest notify. Mm, 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 mm. What I'm thinking is we have a two notification, right? When we create the first one, after 3 seconds, it should call. Mm, I think so. It should be calling here from here. Set notification timeout. It should have a here, and we are going to have a 3 second after. Mm, After 3 seconds, we are going to call him. Set timeout will be remove notifications. How it should remove? It will be after 3 seconds. It will be call the start auto decimal here, and we are calling that is for loop for each loop. Not notifications dot for each, and what we're supposed to do is we got lm item from short form now, and we will try to call this thing uh, clicks. Instead of clicks, what we have instead of click event delegations, we have item and index, right? Instead of item, what I will be do is item dot let's first of all console.log item dot id we are having, yeah. So we are supposed to is doing document dot query selector item dot id, or we can do is document dot query selector by id. Okay, so what we are getting is uh, try to is not a function. Okay, it's not a function, right? Console.log item ID. Mm, uh, let's current ID equals to document dot query select. Okay, selector query is selected by ID equals to item dot ID, and what we are going to do is current ID. Mm, okay, is not a function. Oh, okay. Let me think out. Okay, how you going to do is how you going to do document dot create and this document dot query selector. Mm, does it come with the item ID? Just little bit. What we have item. Okay, we are not supposed to do item ID, right? Okay, now we got it. Document dot it is the item 69. Yeah, got the item right. Let's call this again off. What we have a current ID. It has a ID, right? Document dot query selector is ID. Document dot query selector by ID. 1 and 2. We are having a 1 and 2, right? Uh, I want to find a nearest by element. Document dot query selector by ID. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, sorry. Tell it wrong, I think so. Now, why it is showing the error? I'm doing the right thing, right? Uh, document document dot query selector. Let's have a functions. It returns the first element with the matches. Okay, selectors. Um, okay. So what we have to do is we have to pass the thing. Let current ID equals to item dot ID current cur noti equals to uh, ID, right? We are doing hash plus this. So what we have to do is we have to do this thing, right? And let's first check what is the current ID. Uh, current ID is hashtag 1, hashtag 2, right? And what we have to do is cur ID equals to, so we are trying to find this cur ID with cur noti. Okay. Mm, okay, that's a find by this thing. So now how it's supposed to cancel, let's see. Mm, it's not a function. Why it is like this? Um, I want to I think let's just understand how we can find the current element. Okay, let's search document on instead of set timeout. Let's try with the different thing here. I want to say document. Are we okay? It was a spelling mistake. Selector selector. We are missing the selector is not a ID. Let's just check document.query selector. Let's have a document.query selector only. Document.query selector. We have been okay. Now let's just check. Is that the same thing? Document failed to execute dot query selector on a document. It's not a valid selector. Document.query selector. Uh, okay, let's just comment this out. What we are facing wrong, let's just fix and remove this thing. Mm, we have a string, right? Okay, so what I suppose, uh, let's remove this. We have a string left, right? Now I don't think we need this. Uh, why it's failing? Fail to execute query.select on a document. Document.query selector hashtag one is not a valid selector. Mm, if it is selector by ID, then should we have a item dot ID? Then does it work? Is not a function. What's the issue is with it? First we try this thing. Selector. The selector it's not working. Fail to execute. Uh, why this is fail? It's asked the Google only. Okay. Okay, we have somebody. For now, I think so he's gone. I got the coder world hello. Oh, we didn't see that. Okay, mission. What's it? So wrong here. Let's have this thing. Why we are getting the error? I didn't understand. Uh, the error happened because CSS selector cannot be within a unaccept digit like hashtag one. While one is a perfectly valid HTML ID query selector, strictly as a CSS selector, which triggers a syntax error when a number immediately follows the hashtag symbols. Mm, You must use the query selector. If you want to use the query selector, if your code architecture requires query selector, you must escape the numeric ID escape. Mm, But it's not working with the ID, right? We haven't tried with this. Let's try this thing. Uh, if it is result in hashtag slash 31. Uh, let's see what try what we are getting this. Okay, let's just check. Okay, what we are getting is hashtag 3132. No, we didn't want this thing. We actually want I think this doesn't work. We have ID, right? Instead of that, how we are supposed if your document dot query selector we have uh, right ANS equals to document dot query selector. In that we have to find notifications 0 dot id is supposed to 1. uh, 1 is not a valid selector. Why this is 1 is not a valid selector? We are having a 1, right? ID as a 1. Mm. Console log, yes. Let's remove the set timer for now. So we have a console is it's not source, not a super, is not a function. Why it is not a function? Selector. Let's have this thing. Uh, why it's not a selector? There's two separate reasons why your code failed. Selector ID is not a function. And A, taking an ID no hashtag symbol. Takes a CSS selector requires a hashtag symbol. Example HTML rules ID allowed to start with number 1. Query selector follows rejects the hashtag 1 as an invalid syntax. Bypasses the CSS engine. Okay. CSS do not allow selectors to start with numbers without escaping them. For that, how are you going to include? Hashtag is not a valid CSS selector. Including different names, classes, and ID in selector cannot start with a digit. Okay. ID is not a function. Such method in JavaScript we accidentally mix up two different existing method. Document dot element by okay. Get element by ID. Okay. We are mixing the some different stuff. I think query selector. Not it's a get element by ID. Yeah. Okay. We are using the wrong method. This is a get element by ID, which is notifications.1, which is working fine. Let's go to back and now I think so. We should have a loop version, right? And here we are going to do get element by ID. So after the 3 second, we are having this thing. Let's remove this thing and have item.id. Let's have a cure noti. And I think we will be having fine. Yeah, we got the thing, notify elements. And we are going to pass this thing with the auto notify. Okay, so yeah, after set time we will have a automatic. So waiting, but it's a remove the together. I think so it will having, but not here. Auto dismiss is a good thing. I think so we will having there only. But it's hiding the together thing, right? We don't want that. I think it should come here and it should go to here. Let's remove just comments from here. And let's just check. No, it's again passing the two thing at the same time. We don't want that. It's automatically 3 seconds. Okay, let's format the document first of all. What I need, I think we don't need this thing. Set timeout, and we will wait for 3 seconds. Mm, let's have a three here. Mm, wait here. It will we need a sync, and here we will be having a wait. Okay. Mm, it's only valid in a sync function at the topmost level. Okay, so we need to topmost as you can see. Okay, so we haven't done this. Should we automatically after 3 seconds? But no, there is an issue in our function. It's getting together, not so one by one. We also want to render the one by one thing, guys. But it's not like this happening. Okay, let's have a try with this thing. Let's have a notifications one first. Okay, and now we have a render notifications one. Okay, uh, between it will be, let's have a wait and wait here for a few seconds, and here we will be try to use a sync here. Okay, it will wait after a few seconds, it will add. Okay, great. And after that we will be having a similar concept of this here. uh, Rather than doing this thing, can we call notification twice here? Just have a pass the notifications only, right? Okay, do not let's avoid these things. Let's avoid this all the things that we want to do here. Okay, let's comment out this thing first of all. Okay, remove all this and let's close. Remove this. Okay, okay, remove this. Remove this. We are having auto dismiss, and what we have to doing is we are doing this notifications 0, and here we have a show notifications, here we have a notifications which is a 1. Okay, uncaused notification is no. Okay, sure, done. What we will be doing is here when show notification is happen, mm, we will doing this, but before that we will wait for a few seconds. uh, wait 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 for a few seconds and then render. 1 2 3 and okay, why the two thing is the same time? I think wait, okay, let's have a for loop function here. uh, Run. I was supposed to do is the run is, and this is a sync function, and here we are doing await show function, and a similar thing we will be loop notifications dot for each. And now let's have this item will be passing first notification with the item. Before that we need a wait, uh, we need to wait no wait to here. Okay, sync here also. Let's follow this. 30 minute argument. Run 1, 2, 3. The both notifications okay simultaneously exist. Well, let's see. Okay. After that, what we have to doing is okay, instead of notification is passing the element, right? Why it should notifications? It is just a notification. Issue. Okay, so one after other, we tried that, but it didn't work out. Uh, so now what we are trying to do is, uh, we have a notification, right? Notification item instead of the item. Notification.id. And we will be calling this here current noti, right? Hmm, what happened? Is it not working? Okay, and then it's like a subsend time. We are confused from here, but let's have a format document. Set timeout notification system and it's format of this thing. Mm, mm. Well, we are wrong actually. Didn't know. Let's not go with this thing. Let's go with just show notifications. After that, we have a show notifications too. Okay. After 3 seconds, we will be wiping out. Exit. Do the first thing. Await. Await here also, so that we can have a total visual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's gone. I didn't get understand. Yeah, let's take help of AI for you because we have been spending too much time. Uh, okay, so let's have a view here. So we have been passed and let's review our solution and give feedback, not the solution. We will try by ourselves to find out, just guide us. Okay, so I've given the data, enough data, and giving the solutions too. Let's have an overview. We are this is a good attempt, but more important, you start thinking in the terms of small functions with responsibility. This is exactly how senior approach, engineering approach, low level design. Good thing, state is separate. Okay, go which is good. Not querying the DOM can exist. Instead of writing everything inside one separated. Okay, excellent. Component main dot add nice instead of button dot. Okay, every notification is scalable. That's scalable. Let's review like a senior engineer. Okay, let's have a show notifications. What is the current responsibility of the function? Currently, it does wait, render, wait, start another timeout, wait again, remove notification. Actually, should one function's own this many responsibility. Okay, senior engineer usually tries to answer what is the one reason this function would change. Okay, show notification, right? So instead of this all this thing, it will be just doing the render thing, right? It will be render the notifications. Okay, got it. Second, are you waiting before rendering? Await render. Read the requirement carefully. It says notification disappears after 3 seconds. Okay. Does it say notification after 3 seconds? No. When should it appears? When should the timer start? Okay. After the data has been. Okay. So now we have to remove notification, right? So it should call the remove notification, or not remove notification. It should start auto dismiss. We should start the auto dismiss. Auto dismiss, what will it will do? Hmm, does it need something? Auto dismiss will be, I think it will be set timeout. It will have a set timeout. And here after 3000 seconds should work. So it will be calling the remove notifications with the current ID. For that I need a current ID, right? So let's go with this only. We will having this thing here. And for okay, just calling this thing again and again. We're having two things. Okay, now we have current notification. So instead of that, I will just okay. What it will be do? Let current notify equals to document dot get ID, get element by ID, which is it's called the item. Then item dot ID. So it will call the current. Let's just have a console.log current notify. Okay, div1 hashtag div2 got this and it's removed. Okay, that's fine. It's working. Okay, so it will be automatically disappear after the 3 seconds. Okay, what else? Question 3. Wait, okay, counts the waiting. How many seconds is that? Go through mental in second. Wait, 0, wait, 336, 9, and it's here. Draw a timeline. You immediately notice something interesting. Why both? Wait, okay. You wrote set timeout. Okay, we don't need something like wait functionality. I think so. Let's remove that. And yeah, clear this thing. So we have a clear understanding now. Already use a set timeout. Ask yourself for wrapping out inside another timeout now. Look at this current notifications. Ask yourself who already knows the element. Render notifications knows the element, right? Okay. What could create it? What could render return? Render should return. Think about whether you need to another DOM lookup. Biggest missed architecture. Suppose the user clicked cross 1 second, the notification disappears, but the timer is still running, right? 2 seconds later, auto dismiss current notification runs again. Okay, is that okay? Does it true? 7. The where are the timer slot? Notification. Imagine A, B, C. Each has its own timer. Does your program remember them? Currently, nowhere. Think where each notification needs some associate timer information. What if later the interview asks pause auto dismiss on hover? Okay, okay. Like this line removes the DOM. But what about the application state? Imagine later someone asks console.log active notifications. Will it still contain the remove notification? The requirement specifically says keep the state separate from DOM. Ask yourself whether removing something should the DOM change first or should the state change first. Okay, Render notification should render knows anything about timers? Probably should not. Similarly, start auto display know how to render? Probably not. Try to keep functions focused on its concern. As a low-level design habit to build before coding, write the life cycle in a plain English. For the component, it might look like this. Show notification, data, add to state, render DOM, start timer, user click close, remove from state, remove DOM, cancel timer, or timer expires, remove from the state, remove DOM. Okay, so this is a flow which we have to maintain, where we have out of time and out of thing also, I think so. So yeah, it's need us to improve, and we have a lots of things. I think we will continue this in our next sessions and try to solve all the problems that we have been faced today. So, okay. So also charging is left out. So let's complete this questions tomorrow. And if you think you can do in one shot, so here is the challenge from us. Complete and share in the comments or in the community tab section in YouTube. We will love to see, and let's see who can do this. Toast notification system. This is the we have to create with a minimum thing, which we have a vanilla JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. What we have to requirement is render the notification dynamically. Click each notification has a close button. Clicking close removes the notifications. I should remove the notifications. The notification disappears automatically after 3 seconds. Okay. The multiple notifications can exist simultaneously. You have to use the event delegation here and keep the state separated from the DOM. Do not re-render the entire list. These are the core things that we have to follow. So yeah, we have a challenge, and let's see who can do this. And we will going to complete this program in the next session. And yeah, moving forward with more system design questions, which will increase our thinking level, critical thinking, and improve our design system. Okay, that's it from my side for today's session. Meet you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Radhe Radhe. Good night.